Welcome to the stream today. How are you guys doing? Yeah, a little Diet Coke here to clear the throat. Why not? A little stuffy today, but it'll be okay. Because I am doing Ken's Piano Lounge. Boy, that was bad. I'll be fine. It's been a whole hour and a half since I smoked anything. So, roughly. It's still working its way out a little bit. Welcome to a Wednesday stream, man. This chair is fucked up, man. It was cheap though. I got my basically a year use out of it, but that's about it. It's gonna have to go in the trash. This chair right here. It was a really cheap Chinese chair. Let me get this thing working. But I don't regret it. Saved money overall. Maybe. I'll get a good chair next time. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. So, welcome to the stream. There's going to be the Blue Flying Simulator. I'll talk a little bit. There's Diet Coke. Second half of the stream, 45 minutes of the flight sim. Second half of the stream, we'll make a short break. I'm going to bring my piano in. It's Piano Lounge Day. There'll be a whole piano lounge, hopefully kind of relaxing piano lounge day. I could use some relaxation myself. So, I'm going to try to be at my most relaxing piano. I probably won't sing too much. Plus, with my scratchy throat. The other thing I want to talk about is, hey, I celebrated my partner anniversary last month. Of course, you wouldn't know because Twitch screwed me out of my window of opportunity to schedule an actual partner anniversary. I didn't realize that I had to take action. I just thought that on your anniversary, that the next time you streamed, it was like partner. But no, you have to go to this magic section of your content creator system, which is not I've never been to before. But I went onto their chat, their support channel, and they said, "Oh no, you needed to go here." 2 weeks ago or a month ago, really. And I'm like, well, how would I know that? Oh, they had a notification that I also didn't notice because I was at TwitchCon and I wasn't streaming. So my window has passed for an official affiliate. How you doing, Science? My window has passed for an official affiliate anniversary, which should have happened September 23rd of this year. Because I made affiliate September 23rd of last year. Thank you. Except I was saying how Twitch has screwed me out of my official ability to have a little party hat emote because they didn't tell me in time, or they didn't notify, or I didn't see the notification. And once 2 weeks past the anniversary has gone, you can't schedule it. I can schedule it for next year. So next year we can have an affiliate anniversary. But this year, because I didn't know what I was supposed to do and nobody told me, too late. You're screwed. You can do it within 2 weeks minus and plus of your actual partner anniversary, which was a month ago. So I'm well out of the 2 week limit. So I went on to their support system, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, you're shit out of luck. I guess you can have your affiliate anniversary next year. You can have your 2-year anniversary. That'll be your first official affiliate anniversary." So what I'm doing in Revenge is on my title, it says my 1-year affiliate anniversary. I'm keeping that up for the whole year. I'm just keeping it up. I don't care if people say, well, wait a minute, what about it? Why are you keeping your 1-year anniversary up in your thing for the entire year? I'm happy to tell the story. They fucked me out of my actual partner anniversary. So I'm just going to put it in my title for the next year. And then it'll be my 2-year affiliate anniversary forever after that. Because they're not, I don't feel super happy with how Twitch handled the situation. They could have given me my affiliate anniversary. They could have fiddled with the systems or whatever, but they didn't bother. They're like, yeah, see you next year. Have a good year, Okay, anyway, let's get to the actual gaming. So, gaming, little Diet Coke here. So, as I mentioned in my tweet, I watched a YouTube video the other day, and the YouTube video was specifically on how to start your P38 Lightning, which I have been having problems with. And because I did not bother to read the manual or look at this video, this person was very helpful. Their video said exactly what I had been doing wrong, which is over priming the engines on the P38. Let's select the plane first. Once you over prime the engines on the P38, you have to wait 10 minutes for them to naturally drain out. In other words, they're flooded, if you're familiar with the car term. All right, so let's see. We did Yippee. We've done this one, Flying Iron. I don't know if we've done Charles C. Jean. I'm a little concerned that it might be pornographic. Let's do the Flying Dutchman. Or wishful thinking. Let's do the Flying Dutchman. I mean, it's got like those shark things here. We'll check it out. All right. So we're definitely doing the P-38 Lightning. We're cold starting it where? I don't know. But we're going to have to pick something. How about... people have been asking about Denmark not that long ago. This is Denmark right here. Well, gosh, we do Denmark all the time. How about... Poland. We'll do Krakow. Some of my favorite streamers are in this region. But we'll make it a day earlier in the day. Basically just a nice European location for the first little visit. We're going to head east over Krakow. It's pretty. It's okay. And we'll say hello to some of my favorite streamers who are way down below, except they're not there. But for example, Zazoge, Z-A-Z-O-G-E. Watch her like every day. She's a very, very good streamer. Yeah. So I'm going to use what I learned in my watching of this YouTube video about this specific Azure Poly P-38 Lightning. I think it's Azure Poly. Maybe it's Flying Iron. Sorry, Flying Iron. It's from Flying Iron. I'm struggling to remember the third-party manufacturer of this particular plane or designer. But no, this guy is really good. I can't remember what he's called on on YouTube, but if you like Microsoft Flight Simulator videos, he's one of the better. Jonathan Beckett, I think. So I was watching that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, if you overprime, don't overprime your engines," which I'm sure is exactly what happened. I was able to start one engine and not the other because I think I overprimed both of them almost. But we're gonna try to put that into play today, and hopefully we'll get a good start the first time. Let's take a look at our beautiful Aeroplano. It's a little, oh, it's definitely afternoon. We'll get some nice afternoon sun shadows that I like over all the buildings. This one's got, wow, see, so the machine guns are like the eyes, and you got the shark thing. That's, and you know, it's been painted out to look like eyes there over the machine gun outlets on each engine. And you got the Flying Dutchman there. You got that real worn looking propeller. Look how the propellers look all beat up. It's really a beautiful model. And then there's those are, I thought those were cannons, but I think those are actually part of the exhaust system of the engines. I'm not sure there. And then you get the well-modeled interior of the doors and things like that. It's a beauty. And there's me in there doing stuff. I don't know. Let's get ready to do stuff. All right. So first of all, we'll turn the generators on and close the guards. Turn the master battery on. Let's get that warmed up. Okay, we don't need this yet. All right, so we're going to make sure that all this stuff works perfect. So mixture to full, propellers to, I think, open there, and throttle to about there. Okay. Propellers, I think we're supposed to be full. Let's turn the transponder on, but it's not an issue. Okay, yeah, there's no issue with fuel. Oh, yeah, we've got to turn both fuel pumps on. That's fine. We always do that. And these should be, that's interesting. These should be in, reserve, right? Oh, this is a different one. Right engine, right fuel tank. What's this? That's reserve. Okay. For some reason, they start it in reserve on some liveries and not that one. Interesting. Now I notice this. Okay. Make sure this is starting up. I believe we are ready to do the hard part, which is to do the dilution. So right here, if you say here, let's see, if we do prime, yeah, it's supposed to tell us if they're under diluted. Oh, we don't have magnetos on. I wonder if that's a problem. I'm sure it's a problem. Yeah, it's not doing what he said, which it should say under primed. And it's not, interestingly. I don't want to, well, let's see if we can get any kind of starting action at all. Yeah, again, I think it's bugged out. I don't think the issue was that. Okay, propellers full course. These are there. This doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I tried this the other day. These are both on. Those are both in normal. These are on reserve. I'm going to check to make sure I have fuel in the reserve. Interesting. I don't see reserve. Maybe that's aux. I think it's aux. Yeah, it's aux. Okay. So yeah, I just don't think it's going to start. 1, 2. 1, 2. That kind of get a sound of it starting. I think we'll be able to start the right engine. And then we try to start the left engine. That's exactly what happened yesterday. I was able to start the right engine. And it's like the left engine won't even spin. This thing won't even spin out. Like my left starter is actually broken. I mean, maybe it will start up. Ooh. Okay. No, take it back. I think I did learn something from that guy. Although, as I'm saying, his was showing under diluted or under primed, and mine wasn't really showing that. But there's also some other differences there. Okay, I want to check and see how it's using my fuel here. So I'm going to bring this up, and you'll be able to see it's actually sucking fuel from the aux tanks. But we have plenty of fuel in the main tanks and the tip tanks. We're going to leave it in aux for now. We'll switch to main later. Okay, so these are all, let's see, those are all in auto. We're going to leave those, okay, landing lights on. Compass power. Okay, those are bright. The generators are on. Everything's coming up to power. Yeah, they were in fly around Krakow, Poland. Yeah, this is all good. We don't need these till later. I love how beat up this is. Okay, now the important thing here is to close and lock the canopy. So we're going to close the canopy and lock it. Lock 1. Lock 2. If you don't lock it, the canopy will fly off. Ask me how I know. I mean, you know what I mean. All right. Radio. Yep, Krakow. Everybody wants to know where we're flying. It's Poland. Krakow, Poland. And it is a multiplayer game. People can fly around in the same universe. We're going east because I think that's where the city is. Compared to this particular airport. So I'm not sure about that. But we'll get some nice shadows, that's for sure. Oops. Way too much. This plane has some really interesting sounds. I don't know if they're good, but they're definitely interesting. We want a little less here. Which way is the runway? This way. I don't know why it's directing us that way. That's fine. Okay, a little less power here. What do we got here? There. Perfect. I do enjoy flying this plane. Yeah, but you know, I don't really necessarily invite it, and it's better for like longer flights, and like a consistent flight from point A to point B. But you know, some people want to do it. You're always welcome. U.S. West servers, and I kind of announce what airport I'm taking off from. But you never know. There might be some people show up later in the flight or whatever. Okay, we're gonna slow down here. Hit the brakes. Turn here. Prepare for the takeoff. Okay, parking brake on. Contact the tower. Request takeoff clearance. Clearance clearance. Okay, flaps to 1/3. That's our takeoff flaps right there. You can kind of see them in the back of the plane there. Pretty plane. I haven't tried. Yeah, we definitely haven't flown this livery before. Acknowledge takeoff clearance. Parking brake off. There we go. See the suspension kind of load up. It's pretty cool. Suspension seems really, as I mentioned this before on a couple planes, This is true of the OV10 Bronco. The suspension seems really soft on the front wheels. But maybe it just is on a plane. That's how it has to be. All right, we're ready to full power it up here. And then be on our way. And that's full engines on both sides there. So it looks like from here. Basically, takes right off. Gear up. That's what gear up looks like. Flaps in. See the flaps coming in there. Beautiful. All right, east is going to be a 180-degree turn, but that's okay. All right. Flaps. We're going to get our engine down to a cruise. Propeller. That's what it looks like in here. Yeah, you don't. It's not a great sightseer, mainly because of those huge propellers in a way. But they do a great job making it look realistic.
Krakow Tower, KENSH 9er frequency change.
So the city of Krakow is located to the east of this airport, which is right here. And it's located, of course, on an equine. I shall be streaming. My regular streams, of course, are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm able to do a little bit longer streams Friday, Saturday, and Sunday than Monday, Wednesday. So I like to they keep them to about an hour and a half, which is why we're going to do about, flaps up, 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so, just flying around, having a good time at low level. And then I'll do my little lounge piano act, which I'm always looking forward to. Got to keep the fingers limber. We'll see who's streaming today. So Wednesday, I bet, they'll start streaming later. But right now, not too many people are. That's why I like kind of streaming this early. Okay, we can get rid of this. Okay, it's a late afternoon in Poland. Let's see what we can see. This is what it looks like from here. What's our speed? 221. All right, we can slow down here a little bit more. This plane is pretty fast. And that's a good and bad thing. I mean, it's definitely good for getting from point A to point B. And it's good if you're a fighter plane because you want to be faster than the other planes. But it means as a sightseer, you're going to be flying over some things kind of quickly. But there's all sorts of stuff to see. Let's see, this is kind of the main area I'm thinking. We're getting close to there. There's something up close here that is a point of interest. Oh, Main Square. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Main Square. We're going to have everyone jump out of the plane using your magical parachutes. There's a river there. Is it on the Vistula? I wonder what river it's on. Or that river there. I'm not sure what Krakow is on. Okay, this is the Main Square. So if you're going to be touristing stuff, you'll probably stay not too far from here. Okay, everyone jump out of the plane. Boy, what a sunset shot that is. Let's see, where's the actual main? Okay, here it is. So the Main Square has this kind of building here. Ooh, a tower, a standalone tower. That building, it's probably all religious. Statue of presumably somebody, some saint somebody. And this gorgeous, very unique looking cathedral there. Beautiful. I'm glad we checked it out. So now you can say you've been in the Main Square in Krakow, pretty much. Krakow, Poland. All right, everyone use your magical parachutes to get back in the plane. There we go. Okay, let's try not to crash. It is getting later in the day as we speak. And even, by the way, even when we're in that active pause, the sun goes down, time continues. We just don't actually fly anywhere. So you don't want to be in there too long or the sun will go down on you. We've got this beautiful river here. Looks like some kind of locks going on there. Maybe that's a dam. And then, how do you think electrical power gets generated? At the power plant. But if you hear the sound effects, the sound of the plane, especially what you're getting is the interaction between two engines that are at a very close speed to each other, but not the exact same speed. So it kind of makes that beating kind of a phaser sound, like a phasing sound. It's kind of interesting. And then that's it. I mean, well, we'll fly around it again, but basically you fly along the river, and it gets pretty much rural out here. There's another airport. It's beautiful though. Well, let's fly back over Krakow one more time. I feel like we haven't seen everything. So it's back to the west of us now. Looks like there's another school, a escuela, or something. That definitely says school to me right there. We're getting some. I gotta get a new computer. Now I spec'd out how much. I spec'd out how much. I went to the CyberPower PC. I didn't buy a new computer, but I've been going to the websites where you can spec out your own custom designed PC. This is a custom designed power. You know, I spec'd it out myself, CyberPower PC, that they then build. It takes a month, and then they send it to you. It's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I still messed with it a lot after I got it. So, but you're getting, you know, a basic computer that you're going to be messing with over the next 3 years. So the computer I want has really fast memory, but I'm not even going to get a video card for it. I'm going to use the same video card that's in here. I'm going to transfer it over. It'll be a little interesting. Okay, so that way, the only thing going west is we're going into the sunset here. So we got that problem. I mean, here it's not so bad. So it's without a video card and with just a new motherboard, power supply, CPU, and memories, everything else, it's about $2,000. So I think I will be, I'm not going to be doing that this year, but I think like February of next year I'll definitely be new computer time. That's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, here's the train station. Gotta check out the train station. I think we passed over it, but we'll go back. It's not a beautifully modeled train station, but you can tell the trains are there. And it looks like the way they have it is they have a parking lot that goes over the top of the train tracks. Kind of smart. What I'm talking about right there. But again, yeah, here's the central area right over here. Right. But the P-38 is a very, very versatile and maneuverable plane. Obviously, it has to be since it was designed to fight other planes. All right, so we're seeing a lot of custom kind of older buildings there. There's the layout of the old city, kind of very nice. All right, well, in our keeping of kind of flying around until we've seen the place and then landing, that's what we're going to do. But we'll do a second one. Again, the fun part for me is the landing and takeoff anyway. That airport where we took off is right over here. It's not very far away. There's this kind of corridor here. We kind of missed that. It's a little more industrial. That's got to be another school or colleges down there. But we're going to come over the runway and we're going to land the other direction because otherwise we'd be landing to the sun and that's no fun. So yeah, as you get out towards the airport, it gets a little more kind of industrial and generic. Oh, and more like, generic European suburbs. Pretty cool though. So we're not going to land on this runway here. We're going to come around the other side, which will give us a chance to check out some of the countryside up here. All right, so while we're just doing some flying, I'm going to check my instruments. I've got the manifold pressures, RPM. I'm looking at those. Seems to be fine. Nothing's in the red. I don't see any temperatures or anything here. Manifold temperatures out of range. Everything here looks good. Looks like we're pretty much in cruise for that. So yeah, they do make it easy to kind of figure out how to optimally fly the plane, which I think is pretty cool. By optimally, that I mean have the right settings for a long cruise. All right, we're gonna follow this out here, then we'll make a turn around. Yeah, and for the second flight, I don't know what I'm going to fly, but it won't be this. But I will cold start something because I just really like the whole feeling of getting the engines going. Yeah, and I've you know, I spent all this money last week on at least it was the sale, so I won't be buying some new planes for a while. I've got all these planes I haven't really flown around too much. Like, this is really the first time that I feel I can confidently say I knew how to start the engines. I think it seemed to start up. I've had a lot of problems. And part of it is that fuel selector, and the other is the proper priming regimen. It's pretty wild. Hello. Good garbage collection. Have some Diet Coke. It's fine. It'll be fine. I promise. Give me a second. See? Just like new. Alright, we're going up, but I don't want to go up. I'm going to go down. Pretty soon there'll be sunset. That'll be nice. Actually, flying after sunset is cool. We do like the kind of... I rarely do it, but night flying can be really appealing. And kind of scary because, you know, it's definitely harder to see the landmarks. But in a good way. Scary in a good way. Alright, when we come out here to the countryside enough, we'll make this turn around here. We do that right now. Alright, so flaps down to there. Engines down. Coming in here. That's where Aeropuerto is, right here. And how far are we? Like okay, like 3 miles away, we lower the gear. We're about 5. 4.66. I'm going to 2/3 laps here. Just 20 degrees. We are trailing flaps. We're still at 3 miles. We're going to reduce our speed a little bit. And here we can go to full flaps and lower the gear. Here it comes. Gear's coming down. 3 miles out. There it goes. We got green indicators for gear. Where are they? I don't know. Somewhere around here. Okay, let's burn off some altitude while continuing to watch our airspeed. Where is it? It's not very convenient. 110. Okay, that's good. 110. A little bit less. Comes in real nice and easy. Looks like we don't have a lot of crosswind either. That's nice. So current speed. Looks like from here. 102. We're slowing down a bit. We want to land right around 90. Once we've acquired the runway, we can start reducing speed and power here. And looks like we're going to acquire the runway. So throttle down to nothing. It's landing. Flaps up. Pretty soft landing, didn't wake the baby. That's the important thing. Alright, I'll take a shortcut here. Alright. Alright, so let's get some airflow through. Oh, you know what I forgot is You can raise these, use these to open and close those. Interesting. Oops, what about smash? That's the other. That's the other thing I learned while watching Jonathan Beckett's video on this particular plane, is that what I haven't been doing. I'll show you in a second. Let's get in the sun here. Is raising and lowering these little window thingies. Not that I think it matters that much. Yeah, when you hit the brakes on this thing, it really dives. I mean, it's braking. Okay. Parking brakes on. So, yeah, these here, I'm not really sure what they're for. Well, I guess the window is open. I was flying with the window open. Interesting. Okay. And when you open this, is that independent? Okay. No. Okay. Is it open or closed? It's closed. Oh, I need to unlock. Now we can close it. There we go. So that's open. But now you can't open these windows. You can't. So that's interesting. I wasn't flying with the windows closed. Now I know. For the next flight, we'll do this right. I thought that there was something there, but in fact, when the canopy is closed, you have to close that. That's another window. Interesting. So again, I watched this YouTube video, and that's where I found that out. So I'm learning more stuff. Okay, we're going to turn off the engines. Turning off the engines is a simple matter of taking your mixture control, which is this thing up here, and setting it to 0. Like there, or closed. Then we can also turn off our fuel. Where is that? Down here. No, down here. Turn off your fuel pumps. Don't really care about those. We're going to fly a different plane, though. Let's see, from here... Right, we could turn the generators off and turn your main battery off, and that pretty much turns it off. Oh yeah, turn the magnetos to off. And now you've got a cold plane. All right, let's see if I can take a quick picture though. Quick screenshot of it, of an exciting kind of yeah. I mean, we've got some lighting going on for us here. I think basically just, you know. See if we can get the light right behind. That'll have to do. I don't know. Let me give me one more. Give me one more here. All right, out of here. No, from like here. Yeah, this will be better. Go. That's gonna be a good one. All right, second half of the flight simulator somewhere else in some other kind of plane. Why? Because that's how we do it around here. And it's really, I only have like 10 minutes, so it's gonna be kind of a quick checkout flight. But we will cold start a plane. Why not? It doesn't take that long to start a plane, just a different one. Okay, so we did the P-38 Lightning. What else do I have that's new? The Flying Bomber. The Vulcan, is way too hard to start up. It takes like 20 minutes. The Bronco is a pretty easy to start up plane, I think. Oh, you know what we haven't cold started is the F-16 Fighting Falcon, which I think I know how to do now. So we'll do that real quick. We'll go on a quick little flight. We'll pick this kind of cool looking livery here. We're going to go, this time we're going to go someplace in America since we went to Europe. So we're going to go, let's say, how is, Central Florida is pretty boring, really. Honestly. Well, it's got a million little airports. That's for sure. Any of these big enough? How big is this? No. How about this one? No. Yeah, 4,000 feet of asphalt. But I'm going to cold start it. Should not take too long. It's pretty simple. I did practice this off stream to make sure I could say sweet. By the way, Diet Coke. And then we'll switch over to Mike, the old piano lounge. Same songs. Fortunately, I have more songs than I can play in 45 minutes in my little repertoire, so it's always different. I know. Yeah, Florida. I mean, it is Florida, but the thing is, there's a lot of stuff going on at ground level. But no, it's not like we can do any canyon carving. It's not like Switzerland, like we're looking at here. But, for a little flight, basically we're just going to fly around in this F-16, which I just got last week. It was on sale. I've been looking for it for a while. It comes with all these cool liveries. It's an F-16, It's a beautiful, modern, relatively modern plane, although I believe it's a early 70s design. All right, I got to figure out, it's got a million buttons, so we got to start figuring out some of these. No, okay, we want, main power on. There you go. Now, in order to do everything else, this was the hard part. This took me a lot of time. In order to get the engine started, you have to hit this little hide throttle because the engine start switches are hidden behind the throttle. And when the throttle's open, you can't get to them. You can move the throttle. Although, I hope that didn't mess anything up. But anyway, the main thing here is to put these two switches on and make sure that we have some throttle there. And then I'm pretty sure do we have to turn anything on here? We don't really need these. I think you can hear the engine kind of starting up here. You can see something going on back here, maybe. You see some like exhaust gases there coming out. I do believe that means yes, we are in engine start mode. That's nice. You can kind of hear it. Can we open the canopy while we're doing this? I think we can. Canopy open. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what it looks like with the canopy open. And now you can definitely hear the engine starting up. Nice. All right, let's see if I have any of these other switches here. Okay, we don't need maximum power. There we go. All right. Is the radio on automatically? Yeah, it is. No, we're just going to do a straight out departure.
24 Juliet traffic KNSH 9er taking off runway 25 straight out departure.
All right. Canopy closed. See, it's pretty simple once you know what you're doing. It took me a while to figure that sequence out. Okay, which way is the runway, sir? We'll figure it out. This is what it looks like from here. You can see it's a real clear windshield. Got great visibility. All right, this way. Okay. But this is a fast plane. It's got an afterburners. So we can head up to the sky and then go straight down, which is what we're going to do. You know what I mean? It's one of those planes you can do that kind of thing in. Okay. The system has automated flaps, the TFCS or something, the trailing flaps control system. So you see they're on 20, and also there's a lot of, you can't really control the whole rear. But by trailing flaps, I mean the flaps at the back of the main wings there. They are automated, which is kind of nice. I mean, you're working on a lot of this stuff. So you see it's at 20%. I don't control it. All right, we're going to depart straight out here.
24 Juliet traffic KNSH 9er taking off.
But because it's fun to watch the afterburners come on, we'll take off from this position here. Afterburners. And, yeah. You come right off. little bit of up and down there. I think that's realistic. Shouldn't be. I think that's an interaction with the trailing flap system, which are supposed to have come up. I think they have. The trailing flaps have come. Oh, gear. There we go. My bad. Gear up. Now we're good. Now we're good. That was my bad. I had to put the gear up. Okay, now we're fine. Oh, we're fine now. It's all right. So straight up, we'll put the afterburners on. Afterburners on. And then head straight up. That's straight, pretty much up. That's what it looks like to head straight up. And we're slowly going down, but we're still going basically at a good clip, straight up in the air. It's that kind of plane. Crazy, crazy level of performance. Until we get down to about this speed here. And then you'll just see it kind of fall over on its ass. The afterburners off. But that's fine. So what do we get up to? 14,000 feet. Alright, let's go down. Let's go straight down at full speed and see what happens. Don't you want to know what happens if you go straight down with full afterburners on? 10,000 feet. Don't you want to know? I sure do. Alright, let's go out of here. That's kind of dramatic. 9G. Alright, we just passed out from 9G. It's a thing, by the way. But we're fine. We're well over the speed of sound. If you did that in real life, you'd be dead 17 different ways. We're still going faster than the speed. The cool thing is when you're going faster than the speed of sound and you go in front of the plane, you can't hear anything. Hey, we're fine. I didn't crash. Because we're going faster than the speed of sound, so the plane is in front of its own sound wave. So you can't hear it coming until you slow down. We're still going faster. Okay, now we're going Mach 0.98, 0.7. We just went through the Mach band there. Now if I go in front, you can hear the plane coming. But it's kind of cool how they simulate that at above the speed of sound. And if you're in front of the plane, you don't hear any sound. You can't. Because the plane's moving faster than its own sound wave. Now if you're behind, you should hear a sonic boom, but I don't think they model that. I never did personally fly on the Concorde. As we mentioned, there is a Concorde, and I do plan on buying it. It's on my wish list. But it's going to take a while. I think it's $40, which is a lot for a plane. And it's going to be a lot of learning. All right, where was that airport we just took off from? Which one was it? I forgot now. Was it this one? No, it couldn't have been. Was it? We're gonna have to find an airport. Oh, it must have been this one here. Ah, it's good enough. What do we got here? Hello. What's this up coming up here? KCTY. Cross City. Alright, we'll land there. This way, and then we'll give it some goose. Give it the afterburner. It's got plenty of fuel. Alright, we're gonna land there. It's 50 miles away, but we'll be there instantaneously. The Concorde was prevented from flying over land at supersonic speeds because of the fear that the sonic boom would do something to somebody, but the truth is, at high altitudes, the sonic boom wasn't very loud. But, you know, the fact that it wasn't allowed to fly at high speeds over land was one of the reasons why it just couldn't be successful. They're trying to make supersonic aircraft that don't do much of a sonic boom, and they think they'll be allowed to fly over land. But if you don't, you know, if your plane only flies over the water, I mean, that really limits the number of routes. But yeah, it was definitely the sonic boom that was preventing it from flying at supersonic speeds over land. It can fly slower over land, which it did for the short periods of time it was over land. It didn't go supersonic until it got out over the ocean. But yeah, that's kind of too bad about that. All right, we're heading closer. We're getting closer to this KCTY. So we're going to slow down a little bit here. Do I have speed brakes on this plane, by the way? The speed brakes would be here. Oh yeah, I do. They're on the back. Perfect. Yeah, those speed brakes on the back. Cool. I'm going to need those right now, as a matter of fact. I think we can make it. It's still far enough away. Whoa. Okay. Will the gear come down for me? Oh, it will. Look, there's gear coming down. I love how it kind of folds its gear in. No, we're gonna have to get engines going, I think, here to counteract the speed brakes. The speed brakes are are by the back of the engine there, and they're keeping me from going too fast, but they also slow you down quite a bit. And it does. I just have so in the HUD their warning is that speed brakes out. But I'm gonna put them back. Speed brakes are in now, and we're gonna slow down the engines a little bit here. Well, maybe that was a bad idea. We got plenty of runway here. This is not the easiest plane in the world to land. Whoops. Speed brakes. We're fine. Hopefully we're fine. It takes a lot of runway to slow it down, but we got plenty of runway. Still braking. And it's fine. Perfect. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but good enough. Okay, speed brakes back in. We got nose wheel steering, right? Yeah, we do. We don't need this up. We don't need this up. All right, where's the aeropuerto? Is it that way? No, it's gotta be this way. It's some little airport in Florida. It's not a jet kind of commercial airport, obviously, but just a small plane commuter style airport. It's cool though. All right, we'll take another screenshot with the old F-16 in this cool livery. All right, brakes on. Let's see, FLCS engage. What else we got here? All right, so to turn off the engine, make sure the starter switch is off, and what we do is we turn this switch, engine main shutoff valve. That shuts the engine, the power of the engine off, and then we just turn off the mains. I wonder if we can still open the canopy with the mains off. Looks like we can. All right, that'll be a screenshot of some kind, I think. I bet the pilot's not in there. I wonder if there's a pilot on-off that I did not. FMC. Oh my goodness, there's an FMC. I've never even seen this. Wow, we'll have to try this next time. FMC. Never tried that before. It obviously is some kind of flight something or other. Interesting. And the other thing I found out is that there are autopilot systems on the F-16, and it's possible to figure out how to use them, but they're completely different than any other plane. And, intentionally so. And there's a separate one for attitude and altitude and, or attitude and heading. So, still real pretty. Okay. Real pretty plane. All right, actually, we're going to jump out of the plane here real quick for this screenshot so I don't get a little more flexibility. gets the real shape here. There we go. There we go. Good enough for government work. All right. I do use these in my little Twitter messages I send out before the stream. All right, we're past 45 minutes in. That means it's time to switch over to the music category. Give me 3 minutes to bring my piano in. And then we'll be celebrating my affiliate partnership. Yay, for the whole rest of the year. Whoopee. All right, mid-roll. And we're back a little bit here. Let me just get this set up like I like it. Roughly there. See how that goes. Can you hear me? You can. Oh, move my mic a little bit here. Diet Coke. Hello. Well, welcome one and all to Ken's Piano Lounge. That's what you're here. What is that? That's what you're listening to right now. Up and Away from the Fifth Dimension is typically one of my opening songs I do for my little piano lounge acts. And then the rest of the songs I kind of do in a various order. Sometimes I sing a song, but usually I don't. Excuse me. I might have to run to the kitchen and get a little more Diet Coke. I'm running kind of low. And, the stream is powered by Diet Coke. All right. I'm definitely a little scratchy today. It should not help from playing the piano, though. Breaking Us in Two by Joe Jackson. It's a hard song. It's one of the hardest I play. As I like to say, it is really. It was technically challenging. which is why I never get it perfectly. Play a lot. Cliche by Todd Rundgren. I think I got another one, which is Just One Victory by Todd Rundgren. All right, here's another familiar lounge piano song that you're sitting in a piano lounge and they don't play it for you. You should get your money back. Girl from Ipanema. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna try to sing a song. Warren Zevon, Johnny Strikes at the Band. See how it goes. Dry your eyes, my little friends. Let me take you by the hand. Ready, get ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. They'll be rocking in the projects, walking down along the strand. Freddie, get ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the band. And Johnny is my main man. He's the keeper of the keys. He'll put your mind at ease. He's guaranteed to please, like my popular demand. Look around, my little friends. Jubilation fills the lands. Ready, get ready. Rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the band. Rough, but hey, that's why I got to practice these things. I wonder if I should try playing one of my James Taylor thingies. James Taylor songs that I took screenshots effectively of. Like Another Great Morning, Another Great Morning, great song. How can I do this one here? Okay, we're gonna switch to electric piano. I feel like it works better for these songs. All right, we're gonna move this over here. And move this to where I can, right? Okay. That way, that way. Hopefully this will work. All right. When I feel as though my love is sinking down, the sun doesn't want to shine. When it feels like she won't face another day, life is unkind, she's frozen in time. Here comes another gray morning, a not so good morning after all. But she says, what am I to do today? With too much time and so much sorrow, she hears the baby waking up downstairs. She hears the foghorn calling out across the sound. The repetition in the morning air is just too much to bear. No one seems to care if another day goes, another day goes creeping by, empty and ashamed, like an old unwanted memory that no one will claim. The clouds with their heads on the ground, she's gonna have to come down. She said, move me, I'm locked up inside. Well, I didn't understand her, God knows I tried. She said, make me angry, just make me cry. No more gray morning, I think I'd rather die. Do you like that song? What's the next one here? That's too hard. Although, challenge shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be the issue, should it? Sometimes out of the season always brings a picture of you. Baby boom, baby. Holding on for everything you figured you're due. The turtleneck girl, moon on your shoulder. Moon on your shoulder. The wind in your lovely hair. Oh, what a night. We sat on the beach and watched as the sun rose into the summer air. You said we couldn't miss what we never knew. Something about something that you had to do. Sitting on the sand with a hole in my shoe. I had no way of knowing where you might have been. Time goes by, all on my own. I imagine you a life in between. All on my own. I worked on a letter, but it never made it out of my head. No. Somehow reading your name just wasn't the same as leaving the thing unsaid. How come I missed what I never knew? Drag out the past just to paint it blue. I spend my days with a dream of you. Oh, after the fall, I just try to find our name on the wall. It was neither your nor mine. It was something of the two combined. From a time spent out of time. I go back to this. I work hard to see that you remember my name. Nod your head, yes. Do all I can to make me want to see you again. Oh, what a night. Got a letter from the mail. Got a message from the telephone. Oh, what a night. Seems you're working in town, moving around, living alone. Well, caught in the spotlight, walking the wire. My feet are frozen and my heart's on fire. What do I do when my dream comes true? It goes to the coda. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, not great, but still better if I practice it. We'll skip that one. Skip that one. Do another, maybe one more of these though. Maybe we'll do The Water Is Wide. Yeah, we'll do The Water Is Wide. That'll be the last of these little James Taylor ones I do. Moving forward to that one. The Water Is Wide's a traditional one. Definitely not gonna do sours here. Summers here. Terra Nova, no. Definitely not Valentine's Day. These are all good songs. Water's wide. The water is wide. I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. My love and I. There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sink or swim. Oh, love is handsome, and love is fine. The sweetest flower when first it's new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like summer dew. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. My love and I, and both shall row. My love and I. That's a pretty song though. Should I do another one or should I end on that? I don't know. Do we do smiling? Whenever I see your smiling face, have to smile myself, 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. When you give me that pretty little pout, it turns me inside out. Something about you, baby, I don't know. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can go stronger every day. Oh, how much longer? I thought I was in love a couple of times before with a girl next door. That was long before I met you. Now I'm sure that I won't forget you, and I thank my lucky stars. You are who you are, and not just another lady sent out to break my heart. It isn't amazing a man like me can feel this way. Tell me how much longer it can go stronger every day. How much longer? No one can tell me. No one can tell me. Well, A flat. No one can tell me that I'm doing wrong today. That's key G. Key change. No one can tell me that I'm doing wrong today. That's something. Is that the end of the song, though? I keep forgetting there's 2 key changes in there. Anyway, let's get back to just a regular old song here, though. This is my second half here. It's let's see what should we do here. It's I Can See Clearly Now. Why not? Regular piano. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now, the rain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for, and it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. And I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Alrighty, been a good solid half an hour and a half of content. I love it. Let me just back here, face cam, part 1. What if you just arrived here? Don't worry, there's plenty more content coming. For example, Friday will be the next stream, and it will be a lot like today's stream. The first half will be Microsoft Flight Simulator using the amazing Blue controller. The second half will be a musical segment. The second half will be of Friday's musical segment will be me playing a guitar, not this beautiful PRS-CE though. I'm gonna switch it over. Not the sweet guitar. I'm gonna switch it over to one of my other sweet guitars. Got about 15 of them. So we'll switch around to a new guitar, but it'll be kind of a guitar karaoke segment. I do a lot of REM songs, things like that. Today I'm going to be. Looks like Milo is not on, so I'm gonna raid my best lady, the best lady, and my favorite person in the world. That's Carol Burnett. What was Carol Burnett, you ask? Well, you could find out because we're gonna go raid her in a second. She's on 24 hours a day with her reruns from the 70s. But Carol Burnett, we used to watch In the family, we only had one TV. It was in the bedroom. It was in the family room. It was a 22-inch black and white TV, and we were happy to have it because, frankly, we needed the entertainment in our family. So we'd sit around in the bedroom, and between 1967 and 1973 or 74, when I turned 14, we would watch the many shows that we'd watch Laugh-In, but we'd primarily watch the Carol Burnett Show. It's a funny. It's basically the precursor of Saturday Night Live. It's a sketch show where they're always trying to crack each other up. There's musical, there's musical things. There's kind of a monologue. It's kind of the predecessor in my ways, I believe, of Saturday Night Live, which didn't start till many years after the show ended, or the shows of that ilk. But I always loved the Carol Burnett Show. We used to watch in black and white. Now I can watch in color because she's on 24 hours a day on her little Twitch stream there. But let me take this off here. You don't get Carol Burnett on my show. You don't get her amazing supporting cast, which was Harvey Korman, of course, Tim Conway, Lyle Wagner, and of course the incomparable Vicki Lawrence, among her many other guest stars. You don't get any of those on my show, but you do get me doing the following at the end of every show. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. It's still cold, but it's not very tasty. All right, so we're going to raid Carol, and thanks again for coming to the stream. If you're on my YouTube there, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free. And you get notifications of when I come out. If you're on the Twitch, hit the follow button. It's also free. Don't pay, okay? Do not pay money unless you're really weird. And, Friday, 11:30 a.m., okay? Pacific Standard Time, like always. See you then.